Welcome to today's Escape to the Country. Now, according to the nursery rhyme, little Jack Horner sat in a corner somewhere around here. But where are we, and who was Jack Horner? Well, join me in just a few moments and I'll tell you. On today's show, I'll be helping a couple who want to swap the Swiss Alps for a bit of glorious countryside back home in the UK. And as our house hunt gathers pace, so do their reactions.
Fascinated.
Ooh,
yes,
I think things have gone up a gear.
So much so, it all seems too good to be true.
Where to next?
Where to next?
You can only go downhill from here.
No, we can't. No, we can't. Well, today we're in Somerset in the village of Mells, the place it's thought that inspired the nursery rhyme Little Jack Horner. Now, the story goes that Little Jack was one Jack Horner, an emissary from the Abbot of Glastonbury, who was entrusted with taking a pie to the table of Henry VIII, in the crust of which were the deeds to this manor. Now, the implication is that he pinched this place, but in reality, well, the story is very different. Jack Horner actually bought it from the Crown at the time when the monasteries were being dissolved. His descendants still live here, and more to the point, they've got the receipt of sale to prove it. So if you ask me, it was a fairly plum bit of 16th century property speculation.
Seen by many as the gateway to the southwest, Somerset boasts beautiful countryside and stunning coastline, looking out over the Bristol Channel. Towards the north of the county, the range of limestone hills known as the Mendips conceal an extensive network of caves, underground rivers and gorges, the most famous of which is undoubtedly the dramatic precipice at Cheddar. The county is not just home to nursery rhymes. It's thought that Somerset's north coast inspired Coleridge to write his epic poem, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, and a 7-foot-high effigy of the mariner stands in the poet's memory on the harbour in the town of Watchet. Covering more than 1,500 square miles, Somerset's varied landscape epitomises the timeless beauty of the rural West Country, painting itself perfectly in just about every shade of green.
Now, at £265,000, the average house price here in Somerset would appear to offer fairly good value for money, being just 3% above the national average. And there are some pretty rich pickings to be had around Shepton Mallet and Cheddar. But head towards Bath and things go up. In villages around there, you could add a £50,000 premium to the property that you're looking at. But as you can tell, there is one thing this county is not short of, and that's beautiful architecture.
Somerset has an extremely diverse geology, and quarrying for building stone has occurred here since Roman times. The robust red sandstone from the Quantock and Brendan Hills are most commonly used in the west of the county. Further north, around the city of Bath, the villages owe their distinctive style to the local Bath stone. This warm, mellow stone has been used extensively in the handsome 18th century houses in Bathampton, and this detached 2-bedroom former coach house dating back to the early 1800s is a prime example that's currently for sale at £435,000. Thatched roofs are common in the West Country, and here the style is typically combed wheat reed or water reed, featuring a shallow pitch. This delightful 4-bedroom thatched cottage in Mells is on the market for £850,000 and is awash with character from its 16th century origins.
So as you can see, there is plenty to tempt anybody who wants to escape to the country, which is just as well because today's buyers aren't just escaping, they're moving from one country to another.
Close to celebrating their Ruby anniversary, Graham and Sandra are both on the cusp of retirement. Sandra is a teacher, and Graham's role as a group vice president for a Swiss service company has taken them all around the world. Residents of Switzerland for the past 3 decades, their busy lives have included raising 3 sons. But they can't ignore the call of the English countryside. So they've sold their house in Geneva and are now temporarily staying in a hotel in Britain with the hope of finding their new dream home.
What the international life in Geneva has is positives, strong positives. The bistro cafe mentality in the summer, the ski in the winter. There are a lot of things about the UK that we miss. Not only the weather, but also going down to the pub in the evening, something you can't do in Geneva.
So the time is right for them to settle back on home turf.
Coming back to the UK is like an old shoe. It's a bit uncomfortable when you put it on, but you take a few steps and it's yours, and your foot fits, and it's easy to walk.
It will be a whole new life, away from work and everything that we've known in the past, to something new, which is quite exciting.
Graham is originally from Swindon, and they're both familiar with the southwest, so they've settled on Somerset as their county of choice. And as for the property itself, well, they're pretty flexible.
I think we're looking for a house with character, an individual house, possibly be a barn conversion, simply because of the opportunity there is to have an open space.
I'm interested in a spacious house, but for the garden, that is the thing that really interests me. And I would actually quite like a pond in the garden.
Leaving Sandra to the horticulture, you'll probably find Graham in the garage, busy with a pastime he takes very seriously.
I get offended when people talk about my train set. My sons say, "Are you going out to play with your trains, Dad?" I prefer to think of it as model engineering. The existing layout occupies almost the entirety of a double garage.
Maybe we need a triple garage.
Maybe we need a triple garage, yeah. There's a thought.
All that remains is to find out what figure their euros convert to in pounds sterling.
The budget for our house would be a maximum of £900,000.
Good transport links are essential for our buyers, as they need to access the M4 to stay connected to Graham's mother in Swindon, and also for airport runs when their 3 sons fly in to visit from abroad. Our house search will focus on the villages to the north of the county, around the city of Bath. Time now for me to catch up with Graham and Sandra to discover more about the details of their move.
Hello there.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Good morning.
Well, Sandra, Graham, the lure of the English countryside has brought you all the way back from Switzerland to Somerset. 35 years abroad.
Yes.
How well do you know the UK now?
Not very well at all, so it's a voyage of discovery for us.
Give us an idea, Sandra, of the sort of property that you envisage living in.
A reasonably sized home, 4 bedrooms, maybe 5 if there's a downstairs bedroom with an ensuite that would suit for when Graham's mother comes to visit.
Now, the garden is very important, isn't it?
Yes.
How keen a gardener are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
9?
9, yeah. So you've both got your areas of influence, the model railway and the garden.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we need a house that's going to contain all that, somewhere for Mum if she comes to stay.
Exactly.
But with a slice of English character, I suspect, to give you that feel that you have come home.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
But the most important thing is, of course, that we've got you 3 wonderful properties to look at, including the Mystery House. Come and follow me.
For a top budget of £900,000, Graham and Sandra have requested a house with character and plenty of space. They need 5 bedrooms, including one on the ground floor, a large garden for green-fingered Sandra, and for Graham it's a room for his extensive model railway network. We've cherry-picked 3 fantastic properties that will hopefully conjure up the English country dream for our returning expats. Among which, of course, is the Mystery House, which should open up their eyes to somewhere entirely different. Seeing as Graham and Sandra are living in a hotel, time is of the essence to find them a home as soon as possible. So let's get started. Our first house is in the Mendip village of Buckland Dinham, towards the north of the county. And around 3 miles away from the house is the neighbouring village of Mells, which has a fantastic community-run shop, post office and cafe. We're making a quick detour here to whet Graham and Sandra's appetite with some English community spirit.
Here we are. Morning.
Hello.
Hello, June. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Nice to see you. Now look what I brought to visit Mel's shop. These 2 have lived out of the country for 35 years.
Oh my goodness.
We're trying to reintroduce them to the best that England has to offer, aren't we?
Yes.
And I don't think this is a
Find it.
bad start, really.
No, I think you've come to the right place, definitely.
Now, this is a shop with a difference, though, isn't it? It's not just the village cafe.
No, it's a community shop, it's a post office, and a wonderful cafe, all rolled into one.
June, how did the shop come about?
Well, in 2008, a group of interested villagers got together around a kitchen table, and from there we offered membership to anybody in the community. As a result of that, we got £20,000, which demonstrated the interest in the community, and we go on from strength to strength.
I think you've done it really well. So presumably a brilliant place to get to know not just the area and people, but also the sense of community.
Oh, absolutely. It's really brought the community together. I really recommend it for newcomers. It's ideal.
There you go.
And though the cakes look mighty tempting, we've got to get going to our first house, which is just a short 10-minute drive away in the small village of Buckland Dinham. Set back from the main road is our rather appropriate first property.
How about that then? Was it a school? It was a school. Well spotted. We thought this was quite fitting for you, Sandra. Yeah.
The old school.
Lovely old schoolhouse, 1853. You also, however, get that orchard behind us.
Ah, okay.
Very, very good soil, all organic, I'm told.
Okay.
Nice apple trees in there, as you can see, nice and mature. So plenty of space for the gardening to
Yep.
develop
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
in
Make
whichever
it
way
your
you
own.
want it to.
Yeah.
Looks fascinating.
I think this is a nice one to start with, I really do. It offers a very interesting part of the history of this village, and you could get to call it home.
Indeed.
could.
Indeed.
Who knows? Let's find out. Come and follow me.
Thank you.
Graham and Sandra have expressed a preference for conversions, and this one is a particularly fine example. Comprising a former Victorian schoolhouse and cottage, it has a light and modern feel, wrapped up in an historic mid-19th century shell.
What do you think, Graham?
I like the beams. I do like the beams. And I also like the two spiral staircases.
Yes.
Plenty
It's
of light.
amazing. It's not at all what it looks like from the outside, is it?
It's amazing. That's the word I was hoping to hear. And in a way, if you imagine, you've got two kind of distinct zones in this huge room. You've got a lovely, very modern multi-fuel stove there.
Yeah.
That's what the wood is for.
Yeah. Well, and you've got this lovely open fireplace here, which is original to the build of the school. And my guess is you probably want to sort of
Yeah.
zone it.
Fascinated.
Oh.
Yes.
I think things have gone up a gear from
They have.
outside.
They have. We come to there. The question is, can we go to there?
Let's go to the kitchen and find out. Come on. There we are. Again, as you can see, just drifts off of the main living area itself.
Yes. It's a
Okay.
good-sized kitchen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How does it compare to what you've got already?
This kitchen is probably bigger.
And it's more open to the outside.
There's also a very generous utility area through there, and a downstairs loo and another door out to the
Yeah.
garden.
Yeah, it's much more spacious than I expected it to be
Yeah.
from the outside.
Yeah. Good.
Because it goes that way.
The key thing, Sandra, is that we haven't let you down.
Absolutely not.
No.
Follow me across here.
It's all going to plan so far, so let's see if we'll get equally positive reactions to the other wing on the ground floor.
Now this is interesting. Across that huge living space, we've got you another smaller living room, something of a snug, if you will, with another lovely wood burner down there.
Well,
Yes.
What's interesting there is that leading off it is a lovely conservatory, and through there, bedroom.
Bedroom.
Now
That's
that,
a
if you kept it as a bedroom, would be bedroom number 4,
Okay.
yeah. It's good size.
isn't
It's
it?
a good size.
It's a good size, yeah.
Now, in fairness, it doesn't have an ensuite, but just next door is a very fabulous family bathroom. So
Okay.
it's all on the same level. So I'm thinking mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
So in terms of the kind of big open living space, that's one thing, but somewhere a bit cosy.
Yeah.
Perhaps if you're here on your own or just relaxing,
Yeah.
Yes.
reading a book.
It's
This is where I
ideal.
can close the door and turn up the stereo.
And while Graham pumps up the music, there's plenty more space for Sandra to escape to upstairs. Directly above the annex wing is a galleried landing, transformed into useful office space, off which sits the bright and modern family bathroom that serves 2 double bedrooms. The larger of the two is a dazzlingly light room that sits right next to the smaller one, set up as a study. Then the last of the 4 bedrooms is the master suite, which is accessed from the other spiral staircase on the opposite side of the property.
And this
Yeah.
is your own kind of wing, as it were. Come on in.
Little palace.
Come on in.
Yes.
How about it?
I rather like that semicircular window.
Yes.
Yes.
You're going to love the ensuite, which is through there.
Rather special,
Isn't
It
it?
is, yes.
I'll say.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a school feel at all.
No,
Good.
No.
Good.
No.
Good.
Well, so far, Sandra seems to be awarding us high marks. So let's wind our way back down the stairs and into the garden to find out if that also makes the grade.
Well, the back tells a slightly different story to the front. Gone is the symmetry, and here, this lovely amalgam. And in terms of garden space, you remember we saw the orchard on the way in?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty big, make a
Yes.
fabulous vegetable patch
It would.
in its own right. But you've also got this area here, and it extends off around the corner into there. Again, a few more fruit trees and so on and so forth. And a pond, Sandra.
Wonderful.
Happy?
It was, yes.
Yeah, I know that ponds are of interest to you. Now then, the railway.
Yes, indeed.
There is this garaging space behind
Yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah.
It also contains the oil tank
Yeah.
for the boiler. But if renovated, it might do the job. I'm hoping. You can have a proper look at that a little bit later on.
Fine.
But I think either way, we've certainly got space for you to accommodate it, even if you went to build yourself something bespoke.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can tempt you with its price.
All right.
Your £900,000
Yeah.
is ready to go. How much of it do you think you're going to have to part with to get property number one, madam?
800, maybe a bit more.
Maybe a bit more than 800. You could be right there. Yep. Graham?
I would have said about the same.
OK, well, this would cost you £850,000.
This could grow on me.
This could grow on you.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. I'll catch up with you later.
All right.
Off you
Very
go.
good, thank you.
At £50,000 under budget, this schoolhouse, thought to date back to 1853, has been sympathetically converted and has got us off to a sound start. The flexible reception areas lend themselves to an impressive open-plan drawing room with exposed pine timbers, a kitchen breakfast room, and included in the 4 bedrooms is the potential for a ground floor annex suite. Outside, the grounds extend to just under half an acre, with an orchard and pond for Sandra, and also options for Graham's miniature railway.
When we entered there, so I was really quite surprised. The open space, the vaulted ceilings, the way they've used the original architecture of the school building, really opened up quite a few possibilities for me as to what we could do with this space.
I love the garden because there are so many facets to it. It has so many areas that you could work with. It has a wonderful pond that I would really enjoy working with, as I haven't had one for a lot of years. The whole garden, I really like it. I would have the time to work on it.
Yeah.
And so that's not an issue.
Okay.
I am delighted that the trains have made way for a conversation about the garden.
Okay.
Sandra's garden. Come on.
Indeed. Let's go.
I'm going to take you off
Yep.
to property number 2.
Throughout Somerset's rural landscape, there are many waterways cutting their way through the countryside. Towards the western edge of the Mendips, the River Sheppey rushes through the historic market town of Shepton Mallet and was once used to power as many as 30 mills for the local textile industry during the 16 and 1700s. By the 19th century, the arrival of the railway changed the area's fortunes again, and indeed its scenery. There were once 2 networks that crossed the town, and although both lines have long since closed, the imposing Charlton Viaduct creates a dramatic reminder on the skyline. However, just a few miles from Shepton Mallet, part of the rail network has been resurrected. Earlier in the week, we sent locomotive-loving Graham and Sandra to this preserved railway at Cranmore, where they met up with Chairman Dick Masters.
You must be a railway enthusiast if you come here on this rather dull day.
You're right. I am, for many, many years.
Was this once a fully operational station?
It opened in 1858 when the original East Somerset Railway opened from Whittam Junction right the way through to Yatton on the Bristol to Taunton line. Passenger and freight trains ran along here. In particular, the line was used, as it still is, some of it still is today, is used to transport stone from the local Mendip quarries. But the line closed just before the beaching era, in actual fact, because like many small country branch lines, there weren't really enough passengers to make it pay its way. So the line closed for passengers, but it stayed open until about 1985, and we took over the station here after British Rail finally stopped their tar freight business.
The current heritage railway here was founded in 1971 by celebrated artist and conservationist David Shepherd. He purchased the derelict site, and with the help of many committed volunteers, it was reopened as a charity 2 years later.
How many volunteers do you have working here?
We have about anything up to 100. Without them, we could not run the railway.
So I assume there'd be something that both of us could contribute to.
Oh, definitely, yes. Let's go and have a look, and
Okay.
I can introduce you to some of the things the volunteers do.
Let's go.
The line now runs for 2.5 miles between the restored stations of Cranmore and Mendip Vale, and duties include staffing the ticket office, maintaining the tracks, and of course, driving the engines.
That's the brake there.
Yeah.
So if you put your hand on that and push it all the way around to your right, and just push that forward.
In its heyday, the number 45 diesel engine was used by the Liverpool docks and ended its working life as a bitumen train in Plymouth, after which it was donated for preservation.
You can release the brake a little bit, Graham.
You sure?
Just
You sure?
release, yeah.
Well, it may be nearing the end of the line for this journey, but we need to get back on track as we continue our house hunt. The destination of our second property is near to the village of Oakhill, within the Mendip Hills. And just about a mile away in Stoke St Michael is the nearest village pub and convenience store. Our second house is an enormous single-storey barn conversion that started life as an old milking parlour, but was then transformed into a fabulous family home around 8 years ago.
So what do we think of property number 2?
Has the wow factor.
Does it?
It does.
It's impressive.
I do know that barn conversions are of interest to you,
That's
Yes, they
correct.
and this is just that. It's a great big bruising barn conversion. Your initial thoughts, Sandra?
I would like to get in there.
Let's take your advice and get inside. Come on.
Let's go.
With enthusiasm like that, we can't keep them waiting any longer. So let's find out if what's revealed inside lives up to expectations.
Now, please don't tell me this isn't big enough.
It's more than big enough.
Is it?
Yes.
Not bad, eh?
It is superb space. Ideal space for kitchen, diner. I can see our furniture in here. I love the stone floors.
It's amazing. It's a really good family space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could really see myself in here.
Well, if you like this, you're going to love the living room. That's through here.
Okay.
Straight off the kitchen.
Another amazing
Come on in.
room.
Yeah.
Come on in, yeah. Don't be shy. So, what do we think of this then, Sandra?
I love it.
Really?
Yes, I do.
This house is,
Yes.
is bowling you over a
Yes.
bit.
It is rather.
Plenty more to see. Follow
Okay.
me.
The huge eating, dining and living areas occupy the central portion of this sprawling barn conversion, formerly the old dairy parlour. In the wing to the far side of the hallway are 3 of the 5 ensuite bedrooms that feature in this property, so plenty of options to accommodate Graham's mother. Immediately off the hallway, there's a utility room and handy WC. Then there's a large, comfortable double bedroom with an ensuite shower. This is next to a bright and simple twin room with a sleek modern shower room. And the third bedroom is another double, this time with an ensuite bathroom. The last 2 remaining bedrooms are across in the other wing of the property and include one currently used as an office and the one we've earmarked for Graham and Sandra.
Now, as if you didn't have enough bedrooms to choose from, this one is currently the master. There's the ensuite for this one in there. Have a look, Graham. Yeah.
Rather good.
There's a quiet confidence about you.
Yes. Oh, haven't seen anything I don't like.
If only everybody said that about all the houses we took them to, my job would be so much easier. Brilliant. I'm delighted.
Where to next?
Where to next?
You can only go
So-
downhill from here.
No, we can't. No, we can't.
I think Graham needs to keep the faith, as what we've got coming up next should be just the ticket.
Now,
Crikey.
come on in.
Oh,
Now, I'm thinking railways,
So am I. It works.
doesn't it?
It does work indeed, yeah.
I would imagine this being square
Yeah.
really helps.
It does. It does. It's absolutely perfect shape. I can see that now.
And, of course, you can access it from the house.
from the
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super.
OK, so we've sorted you with a property. We've sorted you with somewhere for your railway.
Yeah.
Let's sort you out with the garden. Out that way.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Happy days.
This property just keeps on giving. Outside is no exception, and it's bound to make a splash.
It's not raining anymore.
Great.
Hurrah!
Super.
Now then, look over your shoulder.
Yes.
As ponds go, it's pretty good.
It's not bad at all.
Not bad, is it?
So,
And of course, we've got the full extent, at long last, of our lovely property number 2. It's huge. So in terms of sort of garden space for what you might want to do, enough?
yes, more than enough.
More than enough. There's a series of raised vegetable beds as well.
Yep.
But it also is for sale with 6 acres, which goes that way, down to that tree line behind us.
Okay.
So the question is, what's it worth to you, sir?
This has got to be close, if not on, the 900,000 that we said we were willing to pay.
£900,000. Sandra?
Yes, I would say the same.
The good news is that it has just been reduced to £895,000.
Okay.
Well, that's a good price.
That's a fair price.
Yes.
There's no need to do anything in the house. You could move in today and leave everything the way it is.
Brilliant.
It's perfect.
Well, look, go and explore, go and enjoy. There's plenty of it.
On the market for £895,000, our second house is a stone-built single-storey barn conversion that seems to perfectly match all of our buyers' requirements. Highlights include an enormous kitchen, family and dining room, a spacious living room, and no less than 5 bedrooms, every one of which has its own ensuite. The attached double garage could make the ideal getaway for Graham to indulge in his model engineering, and the 6 acres of grounds come complete with a wildlife pond for Sandra and open views over the surrounding countryside.
My first impressions were interesting. It wasn't I didn't fall in love with it at the point we walked through the front door. I think when we went into the kitchen lounge area, that was the point at which we said, aha, this is something interesting. Can I accommodate my trains? Yes, I can. Most definitely. That question's already answered.
It's got a wonderful kitchen. It's got a great dining area. And it's got a sitting area. I liked the house so much once I was in that the outside space would have worked as well. I think I love this house. I think I would be very happy here.
Hey, all done?
All done? It's great.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah. I think this is transforming your perspective on Somerset somewhat.
It didn't even transform much, but yes, you're right.
Good. Well, I suspect you could write a cheque right here and right now.
Yes.
But there is one more property to come, of course.
There is.
Sleep on it. Come on.
Right.
As dusk falls over rural Somerset, the first day of our house hunt draws to a close. With a budget of £900,000, returning expats Graham and Sandra have decided to close the door on 35 years in Switzerland and start afresh in the magnificent Somerset countryside. So far, they've seen 2 wonderful properties, and although they were quite ready to seal the deal on the second one, it's never a done deal until we've seen the mystery house.
Indeed. You never get me out of here.
And I'll be taking a nostalgic trip to the flicks.
Well, yesterday certainly finished on a high, and the good weather that heralded the end of day 1 thankfully looks as if it's going to be with us for the start of day 2. Now, Graham and Sandra's reaction to our second property left me feeling overnight that perhaps my work here in Somerset was done, but of course it's never over until it's over. One more property to come. It is mystery house time. Time to get our buyers to think not just outside of the box, but in this case, outside of the county. Our mystery property is ahead of us, but it's got a lot of work to do, I suspect, to compete with property number 2, isn't it?
We're ready to be surprised.
Stay open-minded.
Yeah.
That's the spirit, Sandra. Now, to get to our mystery house, we're travelling further north and hopping over the county border into South Gloucestershire, where we're headed for a rural hamlet near the village of Wick and just 10 minutes' drive from the centre of Bath. Wick has several shops and pubs, and though we haven't got majestic snow-capped mountains, The Mystery House itself takes full advantage of some outstanding panoramic views over the Severn Estuary.
So at last, the suspense is over. This is our Mystery House.
It was worth waiting for.
And this one is a very interesting, very clever rearrangement of this particular property.
Yes.
Right then, let's see what you think of it.
The Mystery House started life 200 years ago as a smaller traditional cottage, but has been considerably extended in the past decade and now spreads itself over many levels that flow off a rather impressive hallway. Let's see if it'll work for Graham and Sandra.
How about this then? There. Quite a nice kitchen diner.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes,
Wow.
a huge
Yes.
difference. That's great.
It is.
Lots of space.
Excellent. Well, the kitchen itself is absolutely lovely, as you can see. Nice kind of arrangement. Suits you.
Yes, it would. It would. It's a good-sized kitchen. It's got everything you need. You can always put the chairs this way if you want to look
Turn
at the view.
around, yeah. Well, there's
Yeah.
plenty of places to enjoy the view from.
Yeah.
I should point out as well, there's a utility room through there and a back door out.
Okay,
It's all your white
important.
goods and stuff in there.
Yes.
But it is the views, of course, that have really determined how this layout has now come together, and it gives you this lovely family space, which I think you'd use quite a lot.
We would.
Yeah?
Yes.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Right, follow me.
Although the open-plan kitchen and family room would probably become their main socialising space, the house has been cleverly designed to offer the best of both worlds with a more intimate, formal area too.
Now this, I think, is really nice.
Ooh.
Come on in.
Ooh. Yes.
You weren't expecting this one, were you?
No.
But it is a well-proportioned room.
Yeah.
Nice fireplace.
Well, this has really brought a smile to your face, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Can you see yourself relaxing in here? It's very comfortable at the
Yes.
moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Ah, good.
Yes.
Well, there's a bit of confusion written all over your
Very
faces,
so.
isn't there?
Yeah.
I sense we may have found some competition for the second property with this mystery house, and there's much more here to increase the odds. A large conservatory provides the link to an adjoining bedroom suite, currently set up as a study with patio doors onto the garden. This could easily become a potential fifth bedroom for Graham's mother, as it's on the ground floor. The other 4 bedrooms are all upstairs. A family bathroom serves 3 of them, all doubles, including one that's dual aspect. Another smaller one currently used as a single, and the third which is attractively decorated. But we'll take a look at the master.
So, last but by no means least, your bit.
Ah.
What do you think?
It's a good space.
Yes?
Yeah.
Good space.
It's a good
Views.
bedroom. Lovely.
You have got views.
Yeah.
You've got that cosy feel. Combined with all the other bedrooms that this place offers you,
Yeah.
I think, hopefully it's beginning to kind of complete the picture.
Yeah, this is definitely the master bedroom.
Yeah. Good. And you've got that. Have a look in there.
That.
Go and have a look. It's like a spa,
Ah.
Oh, that's
How about that?
special for
That's impressive.
starters.
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Proper wet room for you.
Indeed. You never get me out of here.
Well, I am going to get you out. Come on. We've got plenty more to see.
Bit by bit, our buyers are appreciating the way the character of this house unfolds, and the garden is no exception, with a lovely mixture of paved terraces, lawned areas, and there's even a pond hidden away as well.
Well, this is the perfect spot to get a sense of the geography of what's on offer in terms of the outside space. It's about 3/4 of an acre in total, Sandra. Most of it running up behind us there to some mixed woodland at the top. I want you, Graham, to look at that shed down there.
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying it's big enough for a railway at the moment,
No.
but would there be space there, do you think,
Yeah.
to put in a new shed, maybe treble its size?
On the footprint of that patio area down there, certainly.
Would it be big enough?
Yes.
It would. Brilliant. This is our last guess. You can go first.
Yes. 875.
£875,000. Graham,
We're not colluded, but the same figure was in my mind.
would you like to agree?
We agree on 875.
You agree on £875,000. Well, it's not a bad guess, guys, actually, to be honest. This offers a direct financial comparison to property number 2, because it is also on the market for £895,000.
It's a good price, a fair price. It's got great views.
It's got wonderful
property.
views.
Challenges us.
Good. Well, may the challenge continue.
Yes.
Off you go.
£5,000 under budget, the mystery property is a wonderful detached house with yet another unconventional layout. It's beautifully presented, with a superb open-plan family kitchen, a more formal living room, and 5 bedrooms, one of which is on the ground floor. And it's all set in grounds that cover some 3/4 of an acre, with spectacular views.
When I first saw the mystery house from the outside, I thought it was something yet again that was different, so I just wanted to get in. The views are a real plus to the house.
We came inside particularly struck by the sort of mezzanine level, having the kitchen, dining area at a slightly different level to the entrance to the bedrooms above them. That's a very distinctive feature. In terms of the choice between the 3 properties that we viewed, certainly it's going to be a very tight choice between 2 of them. It's a pretty spectacular view, all round. It's like looking at a map, pick out different features in the landscape every time you look at it.
I thought I'd find you here. Pretty captivating, isn't it?
It is.
So, what happens next? I think we need to get you somewhere where you can think about our 3 properties.
Yeah.
Mull it all over.
Yes, indeed.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
The coastal town of Clevedon became a popular holiday destination in the Victorian era, and many fine examples of architecture from the period include its restored Grade 1 listed pier that dates back to 1869, and its Grade 2 listed picture house, which has entertained Clevedon for a century. During the week, I took a trip to the cinema, which is now celebrating its centenary year, thanks entirely to a passionate group of community champions. Margaret Keel and Jeanette Maycock are 2 devoted volunteers at the front of house.
Hello, ladies. Nice to see you. How long have you been working here now?
27.5 years.
What was it like when you first came in here?
Pretty dilapidated building, actually.
But its future was obviously hanging in the balance somewhat, Margaret. What happened to turn its fortunes around?
Well, I think it was John Webber that turned it around. One Saturday morning, he opened up the cinema and told everyone to come in and bring £1. Everyone came with £1, and you'd never see so many people in all your life.
So the thought of losing their cinema galvanised Clevedon's population. Yeah. I'm going to go up and have a good look around, if I may.
Yeah,
do I need a ticket?
Oh, definitely.
Look at that.
1 ticket, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The cinema was the brainchild of local sculptor and stonemason Victor Cox, and first opened its doors to the public in April 1912, just days after the sinking of the Titanic. The first screening raised funds for the survivors and victims' relatives. The cinema proved so popular, within 10 years they'd enlarged it, but building works didn't interrupt a single performance. Projectionist Maurice Thornton has worked here for an incredible 69 years.
Maurice.
Yes.
Hello, sir. What are you putting into the projector now?
Well, we've got a film here. It's about Clevedon as it was in 1903.
Right then, are we ready to run?
Oh, yeah.
Talkie films weren't introduced here until 1930, so before then the musical background to silent performances was provided by pianists playing an organ, a role which is now in the hands of Bernie Brown.
Bernie, this is an absolute beauty, isn't it?
Isn't it just?
How old is this particular organ?
This one's 1931.
1931.
This is about 80 odd years old.
Where do all the sounds come from?
Oh, they come from up there on the side of the cinema.
So what you're telling me you've got a room full of, what, bells and whistles and drums and...
All of those things are up there, yes.
Wonderful. I mean, you get a real sense, don't you, just hearing that, how useful these would be, how essential they would be in accompanying the early silent movies to give you that tension and drama. The effects are wonderful. Have you ever accompanied a silent film?
Oh, yes, yeah. We frequently run silent films here and do accompaniment with them. It's a part of cinema history, and quite an important part, and I think it needs to be kept alive.
Bernie, an absolute treat. Thank you very, very much. Give us a nice seaside theme to end on. Well, for me, that little cinema in Clevedon is just one example of how community makes Somerset a wonderful county in which to live. So let's see if we have managed to find Graham and Sandra the perfect place in which to do it. Let's go and ask them. So, how are we doing then?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Difficult time, though.
Difficult decisions to be made.
To make a decision is always difficult.
Well, that sense of confusion is often a good thing. But have we managed to find you the home of the future? Let's just remind ourselves of our properties. Property number 1, the old schoolhouse, very dramatic in many respects.
The inside of the house was really, really well done. I really liked the inside. I also liked the garden.
I think the difficulty I had with it was the beams, absolutely wonderful, but it was very difficult to envisage how we position furniture within that space.
Well, then we took you to an altogether different proposition. House number 2.
There was a great entrance into the property. You saw a lot of the garden when you were going in, and it was a lovely garden. It was just a good property to look at, had a really good feel about it.
The idea of the entrance hall being the welcoming space, with the bedrooms on one side and the living space on the other, that worked very, very well for us.
And that kitchen, Graham?
Wonderful, wonderful. Perfect living space. It probably represented the best that we could even think of.
And we also finished up with a lovely, great big pond for you.
Yes, you did. Pond of my dreams.
It was the pond what swung it.
Okay. It was the pond, definitely.
But, of course, we had one more property to show you, our mystery house. And I'm delighted to say that also piqued your interest.
The views from the property are stunning. The inside of the property is so light and spacious that... yes, a lot of serious consideration there.
It certainly was an intriguing property.
Well, we've seen them all, and now we've talked about them all. So what happens next?
For me, Sandra, we're at the 9.5 to 10 for the second property. The third property, probably 9.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, although I love the mystery house, probably the second property had more that we were looking for in terms of friends, relatives.
Are you going to go and have a look at the second property?
I think we certainly are. I think there's a strong probability that we'll put in an offer.
Brilliant. Well, as ever, let us know how you get on. I'm delighted that you have come to us to help you make this enormous move back from Switzerland to the old country, as it were. It's a wonderful property, number 2.
Yeah.
If you are able to get it, I'm sure you'll be very, very happy there.
We'd like to thank you for your help.
Yeah, it's been a really warm welcome back to this country.
Good. Well, that is our pleasure. Best of luck. You know, I count myself extremely lucky to spend most of my life out here in the countryside. And whilst I hope I'll never, ever take it for granted, it is, of course, familiar. So it's been interesting watching a couple like Graham and Sandra embark on a journey of rediscovery. And the exciting thing, of course, is that they're right at the beginning of that process. But I'd like to think that for a couple who spent so many years in Switzerland and developed a passion for model railways, when eventually they do make the move, it'll run like clockwork. I'll see you next time.
If you'd like to escape to the country in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland or England and would like our help, then please apply online at bbc.co.uk/be on a show.